as regards China, so we talked about China's comprehensive national power and how it attempts to infiltrate a country in multiple ways. And the Indian strategic community has been at the forefront of understanding that and putting together what could be called a comprehensive national defense, where it has defended itself in multiple sectors. So, within a couple of weeks of Galwan, India was banning the Chinese apps. Right, that I think surprised a lot of us who aren't as sophisticated, don't come from the land of the Arthashastra, where you've had this kind of 2,000 years of strategic culture, and we're wondering why ban the apps. And then once that was explained, that first of all, it's spyware, it's sucking up the metadata, it's helping the Chinese develop their AI systems, it's a very good espionage technique for getting leverage on Indians. It gives advantages in commercial transactions because you can find out what the Indians are bidding when they're competing against Chinese companies in Africa, for example, if you can have access to the phones and the communication system. There are a whole range of malign activity that was being accomplished by getting those Chinese apps on the Indian phones. And the Indian strategic community realized it and banned them. No other country has managed to do that yet. Then within a very short period of time after that, there was a reassessment of Chinese investment in foreign direct investment. When the Mumbai electrical grid was hit, because remember, China kept hitting India. They didn't do it kinetically like in Galwan, but they went after the iPhone parts manufacturing plant. They hit the Mumbai electrical grid. The Maoists killed about 20 people. There was a whole range of threats to India. India hit back in a range of ways. It talked about what happened with the Mumbai electrical grid. It talked about what happened with the iPhone parts manufacturing plant. When there were odd people who were, the backing parts of the protests, farmers' protests, there was discussions about where was that money coming from, where was the backing coming from. So this comprehensive defense that was put in place by India to deal with the Chinese comprehensive national power push against India was something that I've personally learned a lot from. So I would definitely not have the hubris to say where the misses were in India. I really don't. India, the Indian strategists have to deal with a strategic environment that's much more complex than I could possibly imagine, with the countries on its border, and I've been very privileged to be able to learn from it along the way.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.